Hello and welcome to the first ever episode of On While Off the Rails. While the other show that's on the Sky Racing channel is taking a break, I thought that I would just fill in for the next 6 weeks. Well, probably only 1 week because I won't get any viewers. But I thought I'd have a look and do my own show, and we called it On While Off the Rails. You can see here I've got an elaborate set all ready to set up. No expense spared, so let's get straight into it. So, in the theme of the other show, let's start off with some Cheerios. So, let's have a look here. So I've got a couple of Cheerios. The first one goes out to a former jockey, not a bad jockey in his own right, M. Johnson of Sydney. I run into this young fella there a while back, and he was after a Cheerio. So M. Johnson of Sydney, how you going, mate? There's your Cheerio. And the next one is for an up-and-coming young jockey. Has been known to murder a couple of favourites. One on the weekend, beat it. Oh my God. But anyway, what's his name? Corey B. He didn't give me his last name. Corey B. I just send a Cheerio out to you, mate. So there's the Cheerios. So what are we going to next? We're going to Twitter. So you can follow me on Twitter. I've got a Twitter page set up. It's On While Off Rails. On While Off Rails. You can see it there somewhere. Just coming up. There it is. Okay, so you can follow us on Twitter. I'm sure I'll get about 3 followers with that, and that'll be my mum and my wife. Okay, Steve's word of the week. I can definitely get a word in. My word of the week this week will be horses. I'm going to get that in there somehow. Not sure how I'm going to get it in there, but I'm going to get it in there. Okay, so now we'll move on to our sponsors. Haven't got any spray from the sponsors yet, but my sponsor will be Slim for Sure. So they've got a deal as well. Any current active jockey, get this deal. This is an amazing deal. I really can't get over it. The other one's offering free for all the jockeys. This is one. Any current riding jockey that's over 110 kilos, they're going to give you a trial of this for 3 days for free. 3 days free trial for those that are over 110 kilos. For all you big boys out there, jump stockies, get in on that. Alright, now let's get into the serious stuff, the headlines. Headline number 5. Well, he's got to be the unluckiest horse in Australia. And not only does he come up against the greatest mare we've ever seen, but now he's had a bit of a setback. You know I'm talking about Haylist. A badly infected foot, the leg, and not sure if we're going to see this champion round in the spring. He's definitely a bit unlucky, this horse. Comes up against Black Cav and just can't win a trick. But that's headline number 5. Let's move on to headline number 4. And wouldn't you know it, this one's about Black Caviar. Black Caviar's back in training this week, or he starts his training tomorrow, being Monday. And Peter Moody happened to mention that he's very happy with how the mare looks. She's going to tackle a lot of good races in the spring, maybe head overseas, take on the best over there. But the Black Cav is definitely back, and she's back in business. Headline number 3. Good little colt here from the Gay Waterhouse stable, Squamosa. Oh. Tell you, I bet the farm on this one on Friday and come up a little bit disappointed. So Squamosa Disappointment I've got here as the third headline. Sent out an unbackable favourite $1.30 and was the first horse beaten at the 400 metre mark, and extremely disappointing. Headline number 2. Well, the last Group 1 of the season would have been fitting, I think, for the all-powerful Snowden camp to take over this one and beat it. I tell you what, I don't know if I've seen a horse that tries as hard as what she does, but let's just say that young fella that I gave a Cheerio to on the weekend didn't do it any favours, but that's another story for another time. 7 back on the inside, you're not going to win many races from there. But great ride from Michelle Payne, absolutely fantastic ride actually. The young fella could probably learn a few things from her, and yeah, 3 times for 3 wins. I'm sure she'll be riding in next start. I see today that they're aiming Yosei at the Cox Plate. Good luck with that one. And let's move on to headline number 1. Well, without a doubt, headline number 1 has to be the easiest headline that I've ever done. It's the 5th one I've ever done, but it has to be the easiest one. Chris Waller's 100th Metropolitan win in a season. Only ever been done 5 times now, and what a way to do it. He's not only did he notch up his 100th win, he notched up his 102nd win by the end of the day with a little surfer girl, and couldn't happen to a nicer guy, Chris Waller. I've obviously never met him, but I've backed a few of his horses, and I cheer a lot of them on. So Chris Waller, absolutely tremendous effort. 102 winners. We've still got a couple of weeks left in the season, so who knows what that number will get to. And we know Chris, we were following him through the Rose Hill Carnival, and had that tremendous run of wins at the Rose Hill race course. So good on you, Chris. Number 1 headline for the week. Okay, let's move on to Steve's rant of the week. I know the other boys don't have this one, but this is where I get to have a bit of a chat about the sport that I love the most. And we're going to start with, this is the only one I've got, it's the Moonee Valley Racing Club. Now, I'm of the opinion of, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And they've run 100 odd Cox plates, 90 odd Cox plates, and they've all been fantastic. Who can forget Bone Crusher, our Waverley Star, Kingston Town winning 3, last year So You Think, and now the Moonee Valley Racing Club have got it in their head. I know it's a money-making venture, but they're going to change the dynamics of the track. The home straight will now be the side straight, and they're making way for an apartment building. I know it's all about dollars and cents, but I think that the Cox Plate is run at Moonee Valley, and why it's so successful is how the track is shaped, how it's run. They take off at the school. You just have to watch Zipping run last year. He took off at the school, he was under pressure and still battled on to run second. And it's just so unique, and you take that away from the track if you change the dynamics. A 300 metre straight, yes, it's good for horses to get out, but I feel that you lose too much in the changing the track. So Moonee Valley Racing Club, you've got it wrong. Running it at night time, you've got it wrong. The races are run through the day. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. That's Steve's rant of the week. Alrighty, time for a special guest now, and unlike my co-workers on the other channel, this one I've got an international superstar, probably the highest regarded sportsman on the planet until he come down to Australia, and that's when it all went pear-shaped for him. He hasn't, I don't think he's won a tournament since, and let's just say his love life's in a bit of disarray, and I thought I'd get him on the show and have a chat to him and see how he thought about it. So welcome, Tiger Woods.
Yes, hello Steve. Yeah, thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, no problems, Tiger. Thanks for being our first and very special guest today. So, just a couple of quick questions there. So, you have a real interest in horse racing?
Why, no, Steve. I don't have any interest in horse racing at all, actually.
Oh, so you don't like horse racing at all, Tiger?
No, Steve. I wouldn't know one end from a horse from another.
Okay, well, probably not the right show to be on, Tiger, because we feel the same about golf on this show. We're all about horse racing here. So, if you're not going to give us any insights into some horse racing, we might have to end this interview right here.
So do I still get paid, Steve?
No, mate, I don't think you're going to get paid for this interview, Tiger. Thanks for your time, mate, and good luck with those majors. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, well, thanks for joining me on the first ever episode of On While Off the Rails. I hope you've had as much fun as I've had. And let's have a look at Steve's book for the rest of the week. Yes, looks an interesting week, that one. Yeah, work, check Twitter, work, Facebook, work, babysit. Yeah, interesting week. Alrighty, well, till next week, make sure you follow me on Twitter on While Off the Rail. And my name's Steve. Signing out.